Hey everyone, ready to dive into something a little magical today?
Oh, yeah, definitely magical.
We're talking about Wicca candle magic.
More than just, lighting a candle for your birthday cake.
Exactly. This is a deep dive, folks, and to guide us, we've got Esther Ehrenspell's book, Wicca Candle Magic, the ultimate guide to candle spells, Wiccan candle magic, and ritual.
Ultimate guy.
It is the ultimate guide. So before we get into, the nitty-gritty of actually, how to do candle magic spells, let's talk about Wicca itself.
Okay.
What is it really? Because I feel like everyone's heard of it, but maybe they don't actually know what it is.
Yeah, and it's really having a resurgence in pop culture these days, too.
It is.
But not always portrayed very accurately.
Right.
So Wicca, in reality, it's a nature-based religion
Okay.
that really emerged in the early 20th century.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that is thanks to a man named Gerald Gardner
Okay.
and his very influential Book of Shadows.
Wait, hold on. Is there like a real Book of Shadows?
Yeah.
Like, that's not just a, spooky prop.
It is a real thing,
Wow.
although not, a dusty old book that you find in an attic somewhere.
Right.
Gardner's Book of Shadows was actually a collection of rituals and spells that he put together.
Okay.
And it really sparked a whole movement.
Wow.
It's important to note, though, that while Gardner is super important
Yeah.
in the history of Wicca, some Wiccans actually trace their beliefs back way further
Oh, wow.
to ancient pagan traditions that even predate Christianity.
Oh, interesting. So there's like a historical basis, but also this continuous evolution.
Exactly.
I like that. And the book also mentions different branches of Wicca, like Gardnerian and Alexandrian Wicca.
Right.
Are those like subtle differences, or are we talking about completely different practices?
I'd say it's more like different flavors within the same family.
Okay.
So, for example, Gardnerian Wicca, which is based on Gardner's teachings,
Mm-hmm.
it tends to be pretty structured.
Okay.
Often involves, degrees of initiation and a very specific set of rituals.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Alexandrian Wicca tends to be a bit more eclectic, allows for more individual expression.
Gotcha.
And then you have things like Dianic Wicca, which focuses on goddess worship and feminine energy.
So there's a lot of room for personal interpretation, then it's not like a one-size-fits-all.
Definitely not.
That's cool. I like that. One thing that I noticed, and it really stood out to me in this book, was the emphasis on fire.
Yes!
And obviously it's essential for candle magic, but it seems like it's so much more than just, light.
Absolutely. And Wicca fire is one of the 5 core elements
Oh, okay.
that make up the universe, along with earth, air, water, and spirit.
Wow.
And if you think about it, fire brings warmth, it cooks our food, it wards off predators.
Right.
It was for our ancestors' life-sustaining.
Yeah, and there's just something so mesmerizing about watching like a flame dance.
Right.
Like you can just stare at a bonfire for hours.
Totally.
So it makes sense that it's tied to this idea of transformation and energy.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Fire symbolizes, cleansing, burning away the old to make way for the new.
Mm-hmm.
It's raw energy.
Yeah.
And Wiccans believe that energy can be harnessed through candle magic to manifest your intentions.
Okay, so now that's where I get a little skeptical. Like, I love the imagery, but can lighting a candle really bring about tangible change in your life?
Let me put it this way.
Yeah.
Have you ever lit a candle just to set a mood?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Like to feel calm or romantic?
Yeah, especially during a power outage.
Well, that's actually a very basic form of intention.
Okay.
Candle magic takes it a step further by adding specific colors and herbs and rituals
Yeah.
to amplify that intention
Okay.
and direct it towards a specific outcome.
So it's not just the flame itself, but all these elements working together.
Yes.
That's starting to sound a little bit more magical.
It is. It's built on symbolism and correspondence.
Mm-hmm.
The book calls it sympathetic magic, the idea that like attracts like.
Okay, I've heard that phrase before, but I don't know if I fully get it.
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of how that works with candle magic?
Sure. Let's say you're hoping to attract more love into your life.
Well, who isn't?
Right. So in candle magic, pink is often used to represent love and romance.
Okay.
So you would choose a pink candle, and as you light it, you would visualize yourself, surrounded by love,
Mm-hmm.
feeling happy and connected. So the color pink, your visualization, and the act of lighting the candle
Mm-hmm.
all work together to attract that energy into your reality.
So it's like you're choosing the right tool for the job, but the tool is color and flame, and the job is shaping your reality.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this could get really interesting.
It is. The book breaks down a whole spectrum of colors and their corresponding intentions.
Okay.
Everything from green for prosperity and blue for peace
Mm-hmm.
to even more Unexpected ones like brown for finding lost objects,
Really?
or orange for overcoming obstacles.
Okay, now I gotta know more about this. This is starting to feel less like magic and more like a beautifully coded language. Tell me about these colors.
Well, if we're talking love pink isn't the only option.
Yeah.
Well, if we're talking love pink isn't the only option. Red, for example, is more about passion and fiery energy.
Oh, okay.
So if you're looking to rekindle a flame
Yeah.
or spice things up a bit, a red candle might be your go-to.
So it's about like nuance, choosing the right shade that best reflects your, specific desire.
Exactly.
I like that. What about money? I think we could all use a little more abundance in our lives.
You and me both.
Right.
For prosperity spells, green is the classic choice.
Makes sense.
It symbolizes growth, abundance, and financial success.
Mm-hmm.
But also don't underestimate the power of gold
Oh.
that's associated with wealth, luxury, and achieving those big, ambitious goals.
Okay, so I'm picturing a whole rainbow of candles on my shelf, each one charged with a different intention.
I love that.
But I have to ask, is it really as simple as just lighting the right color candle? The book mentions all this stuff about preparation and rituals.
Right. There's more to it than just picking a color.
Okay.
The real magic happens when you combine that candle's energy with your own focused intention.
Right.
And that's where the preparation comes in.
Okay.
The book really stresses the importance of creating a sacred space,
Mm-hmm.
an altar, a quiet corner, even just a clean, clutter-free surface
Okay.
where you can do your spell work.
So it's about setting the stage, creating a space where you can really connect with your intentions.
Exactly.
I get that. But what about like all the other stuff that I see,
Yeah.
crystals and sense herbs?
Right.
Is that really necessary for a beginner?
I would say think of those things as amplifiers.
Okay.
They could add an extra layer of energy and symbolism to your spell work.
Okay.
So, for example, rose quartz, with its gentle pink hue, is often used in love spells
Uh-huh.
to enhance feelings of love and compassion.
So you're saying if I'm doing like a money spell with a green candle, I might add a few citrine crystals?
Yes.
Which is the stone of abundance to
Exactly.
boost the energy.
Yes.
I'm with you. And incense can also play a role.
Oh, absolutely.
Like lavender for peace and tranquility, or cinnamon for success and prosperity.
Yeah, the scents can really help to create the right atmosphere and align your senses with your intentions.
So this is starting to feel less like hocus pocus and more like a beautifully layered sensory experience.
It is.
I like it. I'm into it. Okay, so now walk me through the actual steps of doing like a candle magic ritual.
Sure.
What does that actually look like?
It's actually a lot simpler than you might think.
Okay.
The book breaks it down into 7 key steps,
Okay.
and they all revolve around infusing the candle with your energy and your intention.
All right, let's break those down one by one. What's the first step?
Okay, so the first step is cleansing the candle.
Mm-hmm.
Think of this as like wiping the slate clean,
Yeah.
removing any residual energies that might be clinging to it.
Okay, so it's like hitting the reset button
Exactly.
on the candle's energy. How do you actually do that?
There are a few different methods that the book suggests. You can use moonlight, known for its purifying energy,
Okay.
by leaving the candle out under a full moon.
Okay.
Or you can use sage smoke,
Yep.
which is traditionally used to clear negative energy.
Mm-hmm.
Another option is to sprinkle the candle with sea salt,
Mm-hmm.
which is believed to absorb negative vibes.
So you're choosing a method that resonates with you and feels right for the spell.
Exactly.
What happens next?
Okay, so once the candle is cleansed, it's time to charge it with your intention.
Okay.
This is where you really begin to personalize the magic.
Okay. How do you charge a candle? Does it involve plugging it into a wall socket? I'm kidding.
No electricity required.
Okay, good.
The most common way to charge a candle is by anointing it with oil.
Oh, okay.
You can use a specific oil blend that's designed for your intention,
Okay.
or just a simple carrier oil like olive oil or grapeseed oil.
Okay.
And as you rub the oil onto the candle, you visualize your desired outcome. Really feel it, see it happening in your mind's eye.
So you're imbuing the candle with your energy and purpose.
Yes.
Almost like you're programming it with your desire.
Exactly.
I can see how that would amplify the intention.
Yes, and to take it a step further,
Okay.
the book suggests carving or inscribing the candle with symbols or words that represent your goal.
So like a heart for love, a dollar sign for money.
Yes.
Or even writing out your specific desire.
Exactly. You can use traditional symbols or even invent your own.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about making it personal and meaningful to you.
I love how creative you can get with this. Okay, so we've cleansed, charged, and inscribed our candle.
Right.
What's the next step in the ritual?
Now it's time to set the stage.
Okay.
Place your candle in your designated sacred space,
Okay.
your altar, a special table, even just a clean surface where you can really focus without distractions.
And this is where the crystals and the incense come in,
Yeah.
right? To create that extra layer of ambiance and intention.
Yes, arrange those elements around your candle in a way that feels, visually appealing
Right.
and energetically aligned with your goal.
Okay, so we've set the scene. Our candle is prepped and ready to go.
hmm
What happens next?
Now we get to the incantation.
Okay.
And you don't need to be a poet or a Shakespearean actor
Right.
to make this work.
So what kind of things would you say during an incantation?
Well, the book offers some pre-written spells,
Okay.
but you can also write your own or simply speak your desire aloud with, heartfelt conviction.
Mm-hmm.
The key is to be clear and specific about what you want to manifest.
So if I'm doing a love spell, I might say something like, I am open to receiving love into my life. I attract a loving and supportive partner.
Exactly. It's about stating your intention with clarity and confidence.
Okay. And then you light the candle. This is the moment of truth.
Yes, as you strike the match or light the candle lighter,
Mm-hmm.
visualize your intention, igniting, becoming a beacon of energy that radiates outwards.
This is giving me chills just thinking about it.
Powerful.
So the intention is set. What happens now?
Now you simply allow the candle to burn,
Okay.
focusing on your visualization and believing in the power of the spell.
Okay.
Some people like to meditate,
Mm-hmm.
chant,
Mm-hmm.
or simply observe the flame as it dances.
Right.
It's a time to connect with the energy that you've invoked and trust that the magic is working.
It sounds like a beautifully meditative experience.
It is.
But what about when the candle burns down? Is that the end of the spell?
Not necessarily. Some spells require the candle to burn completely, while others you might extinguish the flame at a specific point.
Mm-hmm.
The book gives you guidance on that for each individual spell.
So it's all about following the instructions and trusting the process.
Exactly.
This is so much more involved than I ever imagined. And speaking of timing, I know the book mentions something about like the best days and moon phases to perform spells. Can
Yeah.
you tell me about that?
Yeah, so Wiccans really believe in working in harmony with the natural rhythms of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
And that includes aligning your spell work with the energy of the days of the week
Okay.
and the phases of the moon.
Okay, that sounds fascinating. Break it down for me. How do the days of the week come into play?
Well, each day is associated with a different planetary energy.
Okay.
So, for example, Monday is ruled by the moon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good day for spells that are related to emotions, intuition, feminine energy.
So if I'm hoping to boost my creative energy, I might want to light a candle on Wednesday,
Yes.
which is associated with communication and inspiration.
Exactly.
Got it. And then there are the moon phases.
Yes.
The waxing moon, when it's growing fuller, is a time of growth and expansion.
Right.
So it's ideal for spells to attract things into your life: love, money, success.
Exactly.
It's like the moon is giving an extra boost of power to your spell.
It is.
What about the waning moon?
The waning moon, when it's shrinking,
Mm-hmm.
is a time of release and letting go. So that's when you would do spells for banishing negativity, breaking bad habits, or letting go of anything that no longer serves you.
So you're essentially planning your spell work around a cosmic calendar.
Exactly, we are.
This is so insightful. I'm starting to see how deep this practice goes. Now, we've covered the basics of the ritual itself,
Right.
but you know me, I always love a good example.
Of course.
Is there a specific spell in the book that really stands out to you? One that you think would really resonate with our listener who's new to all of this?
Absolutely. Given that our listener is interested in learning and personal growth, I think the Get in the Zone meditation spell would be a great place to start.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me about it.
Okay, so this spell uses an indigo candle, which is associated with intuitionally wisdom and spiritual awareness. And it's designed to help you clear your mind, enhance your focus,
Okay.
and essentially get you in the zone for more complex spell work.
So it's like the foundation, the
Yeah.
mental preparation for
Yeah.
diving deeper into the practice.
It is.
I love it. Walk me through the steps.
Well, the first thing you'll do is set the mood.
Okay.
The book suggests using calming meditation music, something instrumental, without, distracting lyrics.
Right.
Or if you prefer, nature sounds work really well too.
Oh,
Think gentle rain or ocean waves.
So it's about finding what helps you relax and tune in, creating that personalized atmosphere.
Exactly. And also, don't underestimate the power of scent.
Mm-hmm.
This spell calls for angelica incense, which is known for enhancing meditation,
Okay.
and cypress incense, for concentration.
Okay, so we're creating a sacred space with scent, sound, and of course the flickering flame of that indigo candle. I can already
Yes.
feel my mind unwinding just thinking about it.
That's the idea. And once you have that ambiance set, find a comfortable position for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It could be, sitting cross-legged on a cushion, lying down on your back, or even in a yoga pose, if that feels good to you.
Comfort is key. The book even suggests using an eye mask to block out visual distractions.
Yeah, it's all about minimizing sensory input so you can turn your focus inward.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once you're all settled, light the indigo candle and just observe the flame for a few moments.
Okay.
Let it draw your attention, almost like a focal point for your meditation.
So you're allowing that flame to quiet the mental chatter, create a sense of stillness.
Exactly. And as you gaze at the flame, start to deepen your breath.
Okay.
Inhale slowly through your nose, feeling your abdomen expand, and then exhale slowly through your mouth, allowing your belly to gently contract.
The book talks about really tuning into those subtle sensations of the breath becoming present in the body.
Yes, it's about anchoring yourself in the present moment, letting go of any thoughts or worries that might be swirling in your mind.
Right.
And if your mind does start to wander, don't get frustrated.
Yeah.
Just gently guide your attention back to the rhythm of your breath,
Right.
back to that visual anchor of the candle flame.
It's a practice, not a test, right? There's no pressure to achieve like a perfectly blank mind.
Exactly. Be kind to yourself. And as you continue to breathe, visualize the indigo candle's energy flowing around you,
Mm-hmm.
surrounding you like a warm, protective aura.
Oh, it's like you're bathing in the candle's energy, allowing it to cleanse and purify your mind and spirit.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
The book suggests staying in this meditative state for at least 5 minutes,
Okay.
but you can certainly extend it if it feels right for you.
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong here, just what feels most aligned with your energy.
Mm-hmm. It's about listening to your intuition, honoring your own rhythm.
Exactly.
Now, once you feel ready to emerge from this meditative state, what's the final step?
Take one last deep breath, expressing gratitude for the clarity and focus that you've cultivated, and then gently extinguish the candle flame.
Mm-hmm.
And here's a bonus tip. You can actually reuse the same candle for future meditations.
Oh, I like that it's like building a relationship with this candle, allowing its energy to deepen with each use.
Think of it as your personal tool for tapping into those states of heightened awareness and intuition.
This spell is such a beautiful example of how candle magic can be used not just for manifesting external things,
Right.
but also for cultivating inner peace and clarity.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're not just talking about magic anymore, but also mindfulness.
Absolutely. The two are often intertwined. After all, the most powerful tool we have for shaping our reality is our own mind.
This deep dive has been absolutely eye-opening. I feel like we've gone beyond the surface of Wicca candle magic and tapped into something much deeper. The power of intention, the magic of mindfulness, and the potential we all have to create positive change in our lives.
Beautifully said. And remember, everyone, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The book we've been discussing, Wicca Candle Magic, is an amazing resource for exploring this world in even more depth.
Absolutely. And we'll be sure to link to the book and other resources in the show notes. But for now, keep those candles burning bright, your intentions clear, and remember the magic starts within you.
Until next time, may your journey be filled with wonder and enchantment.